Hey,
What's wrong?
nothing. I'm doing my video.
I think you just started it.
I just did. I'm
Oh.
just going to trim out the front part that you're talking. That's why.
Uh,
What is it?
I was getting the charger.
Oh, okay. Okay. Hi, this is Jess Shay Davis. Welcome back. If you're a subscriber, if you're new to the channel, welcome. Hit that like button and the subscribe button, and we will continue with our content about credit repair. Today, I'm coming to you from my closet. I'm decluttering my closet, just like I told you I was going to work on my credit and try to straighten things up on my credit. I'm straightening up things slowly but surely. And I'm starting off with my closet because I have an abundance of things that I don't necessarily need. And so for the things I don't need, I'm just going to throw them out and just a clean slate all the way around. So you want to enjoy me with decluttering? We can do that too. So if you like and comment below and let me know if you like this content, and also if you would like me to talk about any additional topics, and just let me know. So to get started with the credit repair, this week I want you to order your credit reports from all three bureaus: Equifax, Experian, and the third one. Okay, so it'll be in the description. So order from all three. I want you to get three separate folders or three separate envelopes to keep all your communications. And I often refer to communications as receipts of the letters that they've given you, the letters that you've mailed and back, so forth and so on. Please keep in mind that when you're communicating with the credit bureaus, they have 30 days to reply to your request for them to validate an account or anything you request them to do. They have 30 days to reply. Please do not call in to check on the status of anything. If you mail them a letter and say 15 days in, you decide to call and check on it, then you've given them an additional 15 days to respond instead of the 30 days. So now you've given them 45 days to respond. So it's going to be a waiting game. It's going to just a bit about patience. So first, initially, we're going to order all three credit reports. You want to get a highlighter. And I would say a highlighter, maybe three highlighters. I would, personal information I would use for one. That would be like your name, your social security number, your birthday, your addresses, previous addresses. And then I would get another color for accounts that are immediate concerns, such as fraudulent accounts. Maybe someone else's credit is on your credit report. Like with my sister's, her credit report, or her credit card account was on my credit card account. So those things are like immediate removals, things that you want to tend to right away, because obviously they don't belong to you. And then the ones that you felt like are more challenging, I would make that a different highlighted color. Those are the ones that maybe have been on your report for a while, say maybe 5 years plus. You have to know your statute of limitation for your state. So find that information out first, because what you don't want to do is wake a sleeping account. If you wake a sleeping account, then those years start over from year one. So if it's been on there 5 years, and for instance, just for an example, say that the statute of limitations is 7 years. The account has been in delinquent status on your credit report for 6 years. If you call in for that particular account and not knowing the statute of limitations, then you open it up yourself up to a potential lawsuit from the original company that you did business with. So make sure you check that first before you begin to call in on accounts that you're not too sure about. Now, if you're dealing with a credit agency, if a collections company is calling you, I want to make sure that you know that you're not to verify any information over the phone. Don't verify. If they ask you if this is Shay Davis, you're like, well, who is this calling? Because most of us know who's calling us. So if they're not saving your phone, then 9 times out of 10 it's probably not someone you know. So initially they'll start off and say, hey, try to act. Some of them act like as if they know you. Like, hey, Shay. I'm like, hey, nothing. Bye. But I usually don't say bye, but I was like, well, who is this calling? And, try to get information from them. 9 times out of 10, they're not going to tell you too much. And that's going to be a red flag right there. You'll know that it's a collections agency calling you. What you want to do is say, hey, I'm not sure exactly who you're trying to reach, but maybe I can recommend that you probably try to reach this person by mail, because I'm not sure that you have the right number. I would take that stance so they can send you something in the mail. Again, when they send you something in the mail, you have 30 days to respond. If you don't respond, they're going to assume the account is yours. And so, yeah, you want to make sure you respond immediately to that. And then you'll keep a copy of it as well. A copy of your response, any kind of correspondence you did with the company, you want to keep a copy of that as well for your record. And I would do it by credit bureau. They all should match across the board. So if you have a Chase account on Equifax, you should have the same one in Experian. And on the other, there should never be a time that you have one account on one credit bureau and you don't have it on the other two. So you want to look for things like that. If it's not reporting on one, it shouldn't be reporting on the other. So this should be a pretty streamlined process that all should be reporting the same information. Initially, when you get receive the credit report next week, I want you to begin to comb through each line of each account that's on there. And I'm talking about comb through and make sure your name is spelled correctly, make sure your birthday is correct, make sure your social security number is correct, make sure you've lived in those previous addresses. If anything is off, then that's a reason to dispute. That's a reason to dispute. It didn't say, hey, this is not my account. Whatever. If you do not find any discrepancies in your name or any personal information, you want to review the accounts and make sure that these are accounts that you did apply for or whatever. So once you verify that these are your accounts, and if you do have some accounts that you say, oh, yeah, I remember that, I just didn't pay it, please understand that these collection companies have bought these debts from your original person you have an agreement with, or original company that you had an agreement with. They may have bought it for probably less than $10 or something, but it was really, cheap. And they bought it in hopes that they can collect, and that's how they make their money. So even if you find accounts that are yours, what I want you to do is request. You don't acknowledge it being yours. You don't acknowledge any of that. You just want to request, you want to send a letter, request a validation letter, just asking them to validate the account. Just say, I don't recall ever opening up this account, and can you send me something with my signature for me signing for the account? Most of the time, they won't have that original signature. You do not, no, most people have not signed up with a credit collections agency and not paid for it. So most likely they're not going to have anything with your original signature on it. So when they do not, because then you're going to wait you're going to send that letter, then you're going to wait 30 days, and you're going to, when they send you something that maybe a copy of something, just showing you the balance, nothing with your signature on it, at that point, then you want to write them again, make a copy of everything, keep your copy, send them theirs, and then you want to request that they remove that from your credit risk score. But we'll cross that bridge when we get to that piece of it. I'm not sure if a lot of persons are wanting to hear more about credit and credit repair and how I did mine. I'm not a attorney. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm a person who has fixed their credit numerous times. I've helped other people fix their credit that are family members. And so I just want to share with you guys to see if I can, the knowledge I've gained over the years, if I can help you guys, I'm more than willing to do that. And we'll keep doing it through these videos. So let me know if you have additional questions, anything additional you want to hear me talk about, and I'll be more than happy to do so. And I'm going to continue to declutter my closet. Once you've gotten your credit reports in, if I've received comments requesting more information, then we'll continue with these videos. But if not, then I'll just take note and I'll come back with some other topic that I think that you may or may not be interested in. But to help me out, if you can comment below and let me know what videos you would like to see, and then I will definitely try to accommodate that. I work with a lot of, in my profession, I work with a lot of first-time home buyers, and I've noticed that credit has been a big factor in some that have had to wait to purchase their homes, and a lot of that can be taken care of earlier, just knowing that you want to purchase your home. So if some of the things you can get removed, like inquiries is something that anytime you allow and agree to allow someone to check your credit, please understand that that stays on your credit for 24 months. So it may be someone in a department store and say, hey, I can save you 10%, 15% if you let me run your credit today and give you a store credit card. You have to ask yourself, do I want this to be on my credit report for the next 2 years? If the answer is no, if you know you want to purchase a home, if you know you want to purchase any type of asset, please understand that that inquiry can count against your credit report or count against your credit score, which is what they determine to, determine your APR. So you either have a higher credit score with the lower APR, or you can have a low credit score with a higher APR. So you keep that in mind, that each hit will decrease your credit score. Now you have what you call hard hits, which is the one who dips your credit score a little bit harder. Then you also have soft inquiries, which might not affect your credit as much. So initially, like if a lender is trying to qualify you to purchase a home, it's going to be a hard hit. The initial, when they actually pull your credit report. Initially, when they check in on it, it's more of a soft hit, but when they're actually going to issue you a loan, that's the hard hit. And you have so many days to search for a lender after that, and all those little searches will be considered a little soft hit on your credit, or less, not necessarily hard hit. You still lose points, so you have to keep that in mind. Anytime you give anyone permission, whether it's a credit card, major credit card, a store card, any kind of thing that's asking you for your credit, please keep that in mind. And they're all going to be considered inquiries, whether you're approved or not approved. So, I don't know. Let me know if you guys like this video. Let me know if you want more content, and if so, then I'll come out with the next video. But if not, then just keep watching me and my kids and us cutting up every now and then and having major debates. And we will be in touch soon. So you guys realize that you're an exceptional person, and you're destined for greatness. And so let's keep our minds focused on our future and where we're going.